Alright, let's just get right into things. Tall Girl is a 2019 Netflix original and probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life, honestly. It's definitely one of the worst written movies I've seen in my life. That no doubt. So yeah, it is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. Now, I know what you're thinking. What even is Tall Girl? What's it about? So it's about this girl, Jody. She's more on the tall side for a girl. And pretty much, and pretty much the entire school, almost the entire school, just fucking hates her for this for some reason. And she's depressed all about it. But then this foreign guy, this foreign exchange student, comes on. Oh, he's a handsome guy, and he's really tall too. And a bunch of like romance stuff ensues. Now I know what you're thinking. This just seems like standard, mediocre movie made for teens. But you'd be right, but it manages to even be worse than all those movies. Now, what do I mean? Now, let's start with the obvious. In reality, the plot is just fucking stupid. All right. In reality, honestly, no one really gave a shit if this girl was tall. I know some people will probably make fun of her for it, but most people just wouldn't give a shit. And like I said, I know some people would give her shit for it because apparently the actress, the actress that actually plays Jodie, she used to be on Dance Moms, and then she was like kicked off Dance Moms for being too tall, apparently. But one, the people on Dance Moms, I'm pretty sure they don't even count as actual people. Okay, no one respects them. And two, it's a very small majority of people. Okay, that goes back to my point. Almost no one would give a shit if she was if she's tall. All right, it just feels like they pulled this plot like out of their ass, or like a plot generator. It's like, oh, we need a next big movie idea. And then Googled like a generator, and that's what came up. Oh shit, fuck it, just release it. But honestly, the stupid plot isn't even. That's like honestly, it's the most obvious. I feel like that's the most obvious problem, but honestly, it has a lot more major issues. One, they try to get you to sympathize with Jodie throughout the entire movie because like, oh, everyone hates her. She's tall. She hates herself because of it. See, the thing is, I can't feel bad for Jodie because Jodie is just a bad person. She's not a good person. See, throughout the movie, she's just seen just being a bitch to everyone that tries to make her feel better, tries to help her. Like like she's getting made fun of. Her friend intervenes, says, "Hey, stop making fun of her, you asshole." And then she's fucking pissy about it. It's like she just stood up for you. You're being a bitch about it. You could have at least thanked her, you know. Jeez. And like I said, she tries to get with this foreign guy, but here's the thing, like like at the beginning of the movie, like the foreign guy like gets in a relationship with this other woman, but Jodie just mainly just does not give a shit. She cares, like she ends up kissing the guy, then she kind of cares, like, oh no, he's already in a relationship. That was bad, but then later she's just like, I don't really care. He's into it too, so it's fine. It's fine. It's like Jesus Christ. I mean, to be fair, the girl that's in a relationship with the foreign dude that is like her bully, which is I don't have much to say about her. She's just like your stereotypical bitchy, stereotypical bully, I guess. Not much to say about her. She's like, haha, you fucking freak, Godzilla, tall. It's like whatever. I'm just gonna kill myself just to end this. It's like I was saying. Uh, damn, I'm getting quitter. Shut the fuck up, man. That was gonna go on for forever. You know it. So I know you're thinking. So doesn't she like deserve to get like cheated on then? I don't know. I mean, honestly, even though the bully makes fun of her, I mean, I like the bully a lot more than I like Jodie. Jodie's just like there's nothing redeeming about Jodie. Like if you're gonna like make her be a bitch, at least show her as like a good person before all the bitchy shit. Just go straight into her being a bitch. bro, it's like, seriously, it's like, do you not know the basics of writing? To be fair, I mean, I don't really know the basics of writing. I'm just saying this to make a point. And even then, honestly, I just feel like you shouldn't be advocating and supporting cheating like this. Cheating really pisses me off, all right? I know some people deserve it, but then it's still like, just break up with the person if you want to be with someone else. Just have some basic fucking respect, okay? Just that's how I feel about it. Even though I've never been in a relationship with a person. Let's be honest, I probably will never be, but kid, you can't stop me from having opinions on these things. You can't. So yeah, Jodie is just not a good person at all. It's not a good thing when you want me to sympathize with her. But the shitty thing is, she's not even the worst character in the movie. The worst character is by far this dude that he's supposed to be Jodie's friend, but really I describe him as more of a selfish simp. He's really not much of a friend at all. His name's Jack, and he's one of my least favorite characters in all of movies. I'm not even kidding. I just, how do I describe him? Where do I start with this guy? He kind of has this obsession with Jodie, and it's just really creepy. Okay, like every single apparently it's shown that like every single day he's just like, oh baby, go out with me. I'm perfect for you. I mean, I feel like she may have found that cute at first, but Jesus Christ, it had to have gotten like just creepy and annoying at some point. Apparently they've known each other since they were like really small kids too, bro. It's like, get a fucking hint. She's not into you. You should move on. Once again, I haven't been in a relationship, but I just feel like the healthy thing to do would be just move on. This type of obsession just isn't healthy. Like, let me put it in this way. Imagine, so you've been waiting for this video game to come out for forever, to the point where you're obsessed with this game coming out, and to the point where you just can't even think about playing like any other video games. That's the only game for you in your mind. But you're missing out on all the games that the world has to offer. On some games that honestly, it's probably better than the game you're waiting for, to be honest. It just gets annoying. And later in the movie, he actually starts to build this connection with this girl. He seems to fit her a lot more than Jodie does, or seems to fit him a lot more than Jodie does. And like near the end of the movie, she like asks him about the homecoming. He's like, "I want to say yes, but I'm in love with this one girl." It's like, fucking why? Moving past the unhealthy obsession, why be in love with Jodie? She has nothing going about her. It's just so stupid. It's just frustrating. He frustrates me. And like I said, he's I can't even say that like he's a good guy because he's just selfish. The foreign guy, well, when he ends up like cheating on his girlfriend with Jodie, he asks I think Jack's his name. He ends up asking Jack for advice. He's like, "What should I do?" And then he's like, so he tells him to stay in just focus on the relationship he's already in and not be with Jodie, which is the good thing to say. But he only does it for his own gain. Because he's selfish. He's a selfish asshole. And also that girl that I mentioned earlier that he ended up having a connection with, he it, it was just it's conveyed that he ended up like just using her just to make Jodie jealous, which Jodie ends up doing the same with some other guy for the foreign dude. But when you think about it, they really do deserve each other because they're both just selfish and shitty people that just use others around them. Maybe I'm taking this movie too seriously. This is just some shitty teen flick, but I'm a teen myself. Honestly, I just feel insulted by this movie because on top of everything I just mentioned, it sends like some really like insulting and harmful messages. Because like one, like, and if it's not obvious, Jack ends up getting with Jodie at the end because of course he does. Because okay, wait, I have to mention this. Because for some reason, like the foreign dude I mentioned, he's like the nicest guy in the entire movie, but for some reason they want to paint him as like a bad person at the end because he ends up making like one mistake, one mistake. He ends up like falling into peer pressure, but honestly, like Jack like made like partly like pushed him into it, so I can't help but like partly blame Jack for it. And obviously the foreign dude fucked up. Also, it's not obvious. I can't remember his name, but I don't really care. Obviously, that dude fucked up. But when compared to everyone else, he's still the nicest guy in the movie. So I can't help but feel like he deserves to get the girl because he actually seemed to care a lot more about Jody than Jack, which just seemed to care about himself. But of course, Jody was like, Jack's the one for me because Jack like stood up for her at a party once, and I guess she just forgot about all of his creepy behavior and his selfish mannerisms after that. Whatever, kind of shallow, but like I said, I've never been in a relationship, so whatever, I guess. Of course, he ends up getting with the girl anyway. They end up having a big kiss, and it shows. And I know this isn't the message that they tried to convey, but it's the one they end up doing anyway. They end up conveying the message that if you keep just this obsession with someone, in the end, you'll get them. But in reality, no. If this obsession isn't healthy, it'll just destroy you. Okay, and you'll get nothing good from it. You can trust me. I'm a registered psychologist. I mean, not really, but based on things that I've heard, that I've seen, it's this obsession. It just isn't healthy. Just borderline isn't healthy, and I don't think. And you guys can understand where I'm coming from. It also mentions that cheating is all right as long as it's on a specific person. It's like no, it's not a good idea. Like just break up with the person. Just break up with them. Okay, just do it. Just try to be a decent human being. Which is how I see it. I know not everyone's gonna agree with me on that. It's just how I feel. And honestly, probably the thing I have one of the biggest issues with that teaches that if you're going through some hard times, it's completely okay to just be an asshole to everyone around you. And look, we all go through tough times, but I just don't think that gives you an excuse to be just a piece of shit to everyone around you. You should at least try to be a decent human being. I mean, it's probably a bit of a hypocrite because I know there have been times when I've been having a bad day and I haven't been exactly nice to everyone around me. Well, I've been kind of a piece of shit, but I know that's not the right thing, and I know that you should always at least try to be an alright person. Once again, that's just how I feel about it. So yeah, those are all the major things and minor things. A lot of the scenes just go on way too long. It's just a boring film overall. And the comedy is it's not funny at all, but it's not really offensive. It's just like standard, just bad comedy that you'd see in like a teen flick. And that's Tall Girl. And I mean, if you're really curious, like I said, it's on Netflix. You can give it a look at it if you want to like make fun of it or something. And score, honestly, I'd give it like a 2.2 out of 10. I was gonna give it a little higher, but the more I think about it, the more I just dislike this movie and all that it stands for. It just makes me kind of pissed off, honestly. Who thought this movie was a good idea? It's just sends so many bad messages. The main two characters they focus on are just abysmal. The whole plot is just ridiculous. Like they spent like I don't know, like less than a minute on it. Less than a second, honestly. I'm getting a little heated. I gotta calm down. So yeah. Also, the sequel the sequel for Tall Girl actually comes out. As I'm recording this, it comes out in like 2 days. I meant to record this video a little earlier, but I kind of didn't. So yeah, some stuff came up and I wasn't able to. But I'm doing it now. It shouldn't be that. I should be able to get it out. It comes out this Friday. I should be able to get it out the day before, which is fine, I guess. And obviously, I'm gonna be watching Tall Girl too, because you know, because one, to get a review out of it, and two, because I kind of want to give this movie like a second chance. I don't know why, but I just do. And that's all I have to say about this. Thanks for watching, and have a good night. It's night when I'm recording this.